Hello guys, welcome back to our course. So this is the Python course for beginners. This is module number 8 and today we are going to see user input in Python. So how we can get user input in Python. So what is user input? First of all, we are going to understand what is user input. So user input is the data that is entered by the user of a program, and after taking that data we are going to perform some specific task. So user input can be used for variety of purposes such as getting the username, asking the user for number, getting the user's choice from a menu. So these are the purposes or tasks we have to perform on user data. Now getting user input in Python. So how we can get user input in our Python code. So to get user input in Python, you can use the input function. So this is very important, you have to understand this. So this is the input function, it is a inbuilt function, so you have to understand this. So this is the function, input function. So it is very important, it is used to take the input from a user. So now input, and there should be brackets, so there should be parenthesis used here. Now the input brackets functions takes a string as an argument, which is the prompt that display to users. So now we will see one example from for that also. So the input function returns the string that is entered by user. Okay, so now we can understand by using example, but because you cannot understand all these things by using these sentences. So now we are going to perform a basic program. So now first of all we have to get the username. So how we can get? First of all, we have created one variable. It will store the input of that input of user. So now we have created one username variable. We have used assignment operator, and now we have used input inbuilt function. So now input is used for getting the data of user. So input, then we have used this brackets, and inside that brackets we have given one, we have written one sentence, what is your name, and for that we have used this double quotes. So this is a string, and we are asking the user what is your name. Now it will be generated on the screen, and after getting that, the user will see this message and he will enter his name. Okay, so now we are going to get user age. So by using same process we can get the user age also. We have created one more variable, and for that we have specifically tell that the input should be integers, it should not be any other data type, it should be integer. So now for that we have already seen typecasting of or type conversion of data types. So by using that we can say that to user that you should enter only integer type of data. So we have used this input data, and for that we are using int data type. So it will take only integer type of data. If person enter any other data type of data, then error will be raised. So it is used for integer type of data. Now for getting the user choice from menu, then we use this. So we are providing this input, then we are asking what you have to like to do. Now we are providing one. If he or she want to play a game, then he will press 1, otherwise he will use 2 for exit the game. So this is a simple program we have seen here. Now validating user input. So how we can validate user input? So it is important to validate user input to ensure that it is a valid. So for example, if you are asking the user for a number, and you should check to make sure that the user actually enter a number. So you have to check that, otherwise there will be error will be thrown. So you can use the inbuilt function like integer, float, or str2 for string to validate user input. So now we are going to see one example here. So get user age. So user age will be in numbers, so we are going to use only int input and we are going to use that. Okay, so now we can also use one inbuilt function for checking that is it number or any other thing. So for that we are going to use this inbuilt function to check, to make sure that user enter a number. So if not user, if not user age is digit, so we are going to check is user age is digit or not. So each digit is a inbuilt function and this is the dot operator. So we are going to see is digit and this is the brackets, so it will check whether that this input is number or not. So not if it is a number, if it is not number, then it will print that you must enter the number from for your age. And we can convert the user age into integer. So we can typecast the user input. We have already seen this. Now using user input in your programs. So now user input can be used in a variety of ways in your programs. For example, you can use user input to control the flow of your program, get the user preferences, play a game with the user. These are the purposes where we can use the user input. So now we are going to see one example of using user input to control the flow of program. Okay, now first of all play a game with a user. So now we are going to play a game with user, then get the user choice. After that user choice, and we are going to ask two choices. First one is you should play a game, otherwise for two you can exit the game. So now when a person enter any number, then if person enters play the game, so he will choose to play the game. So if user choice equal 1, then what will be done here, so it will play the game. Else we already seen if else, and if he don't enter 1, then the game will be exited, so it will exit. Okay, so now eh, we are going to see one more program here. So get the user favorite color. So favorite color, we have asked for favorite color, then we are going to print a message to user based on their favorite color. So if favorite color is red, then print you have good taste in colors. Otherwise, if favorite color is blue, then print blue is great color. Else we are going to print your favorite color is interesting. Okay, so this is how we can use user input for performing different type of tasks. So now we are going to conclude our lecture. So user input is powerful tool that can be used to make your programs more interactive and engaging. By understanding how to get and validate your user input, you can write programs that are more responsive to the needs of your users. So we have seen how to take user input in Python program. So this is very important when we are asking for data from users. So this is very important. Now I have I have told all the things which are related to user input. But if you have any question, then you can ask uh, in the Q&A section. I will try to answer each and every question. So thank you guys. Take care. Bye bye. See you in next